Hello everyone, welcome back to East Coast Taekwondo. My name is Casey Mazereski, here with another training tip for you. Today's training tip, I'm going to talk a little bit about mental discipline, what it is and how to get it. So mental discipline is mental toughness. It's having a strong mind, a strong resolve to be able to overcome obstacles in life, overcome obstacles that you make yourself mentally and obstacles that come from the outside world. So basically mental discipline comes from just being able to suck it up and tough it out and push through and follow through and overcome adversity in life. And basically the way you build that and the way you get that is going to be by forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. So how does that relate to Taekwondo in particular is there's going to be plenty of days when you don't want to come to class. When you don't feel like working out that day. Those are the days more than anything you have to force yourself to come to class. Anybody can come to class and work out when they feel great. But the days that you don't feel great, and I don't mean like you're sick or ill, I mean you don't feel like you're into it, those are the days you got to push yourself to come and work out. And then once you're here, you have to have the mental discipline to say, I'm going to do the best class I can do today. Maybe today's class won't be as good as yesterday's class, but I'm going to give 100% of what I have today. 100% of what I have today may not be what I have 100% of what I had yesterday. It may not be 100% at the same level of what I have tomorrow. But what I have today, I'm going to give 100% of what I have to give. You're going to push through and you're going to work out as hard as you can and train as hard as you can and kick and punch as fast as you can and yell as loud as you can. That's mental discipline. And what's going to happen is that's going to start carrying over. Because as you're working out in class and you feel tired and winded, you're going to push yourself through. You're going to overcome that adversity, that obstacle of being tired and winded and exhausted. And you're going to push through. And you're going to start seeing, if I can push through that, I can push through other things. I can come to class on days I don't feel great. I can force myself to do that. I can overcome. And then that's going to lead to other things in your life. I can do that project that I don't really want to do, that I'm pushing off. Whether you're in school or when you're in college or in your work, there's going to be plenty of days at work where you're not going to want to go to work or you're not going to be looking forward to going to work. You have to have the mental discipline to suck it up and do it anyway. That's life. We all have to work. I know for a fact, what I learned in Taekwondo, the mental discipline of going to class, of forcing myself to go into class, of feeling guilty if I didn't go to class, of feeling like I was a quitter and a loser. And that's really the mentality you have to have yourself. You have to tell yourself that if I don't go to class today, I'm a quitter, I'm a loser, and I'm not going to be a quitter or a loser. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to overcome. That's the mentality you have to have. You have to tell yourself that you're not going to give up. You're not going to quit. And through those lessons that I learned from coming to class and pushing myself like that, that's how I got through college. That's how I finished all my term papers on time. All my tests, all the studying I had to do for my tests on time. Got all my homework assignments in on time. It was tough. It was definitely tough. But I learned how to overcome mentally because of Taekwondo. And then going to work and getting a job and a career as a police officer, overcoming all the obstacles that go along with that, whether it's going to the police academy or it's the stresses with the job, or staying up late, working midnights, working weekends and holidays. The mental discipline that I learned through Taekwondo is what helps me get through all that, all the stresses with the job. Dealing with family issues. I have 4 kids, all the stress and all the work that comes along with raising a family with 4 kids, the mental discipline I learned in Taekwondo is what helps me get through everything and say, you know what, I'm not going to quit. I'm just keep going forward. I'm going to keep marching through and do what needs to be done. So that's our training tip really this week. It's not really showing you a technique or anything, but just telling you, you have to come to class, you have to push yourself, and it's just like working out any other muscle. You have to work out your mind and exercise your mind, and you have to challenge your mind. And by challenging your mind becomes stronger and harder and able to overcome more obstacles. And just like physically doing an obstacle course, you do a little obstacle course, then next time you can do a more challenging obstacle course and a more challenging obstacle course. The same thing mentally. By challenging yourself mentally over and over and over to overcome these little obstacles where you don't want to do this or you don't want to do that, by routinely challenging yourself to overcome that, you can overcome greater challenges. I'm Casey Mazereski. That's this week's training tip. If you like this video, click on the like button down below. Please leave any comments or questions down below as well, or any topics for any additional training tips that we can do here at East Coast Taekwondo. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out all of our training tips. If you're ever in the Fairfield, Connecticut area, please come down and check us out in person. And also don't forget to check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Casey Mazereski. Thank you for watching.